There's something the Vatican did yesterday, which really kind of annoyed me. Well, not annoyed, but it was saying, how grateful the world is that God could have done anything. God had a huge amount of choices and could have done anything, yet chose to come down to earth and be live as human. And it was just like, yeah, no, God can't do everything. God can't. That he was promoting lies about God, so it annoyed me how he was just promoting that and then saying how the Blessed Virgin Mary was so blessed to have her womb filled, with the presence of God inside of her. And I was just like, whatever the wording was slightly different, but it was just like, no, any woman who knows how horrible being pregnant is knows that being pregnant means being sick and yeah, and feeling awful and tired and not being able to move. So yeah, anyone who's got a baby inside of them does not feel blessed. They feel like cursed, if anything. But yeah, maybe they were happy to have a child, but yeah, he was just only a guy could be like the Virgin Mary was so blessed to have God inside of her. When reality it was like, yeah, pregnancy is awful and it makes you feel sick. So I don't think she felt blessed at the time. I don't believe the story's true though. But yeah, another thing that I've just seen now, which is that I believe that Jesus represents Jesus, us, so all people, and all people die, they will come back to life again. It's just reincarnation. Jesus is how I would prefer to say it because I'm not Jesus. I'm the sort of the mother of Jesus. Everyone. And I believe that I came as a cave woman thousands of years ago, and I had a son who was technically Lucifer, because he was like half Neanderthal, and so was I too. But through our DNA, I managed to change everything. But yeah, it's interesting how I believe that she would have been 12 or 13 when she, maybe 12 when she got pregnant, 13 when she gave birth, or I don't know. I said 12 or 13, but it's interesting how I was born in 1987. So when I was 12, that was the millennium. Now, people believe that Jesus was born, on the 0 point of the calendar, and they believe that he died in 30. It's unknown when it is, 33 AD or 30, or most people say between 26 AD and 33 AD. Um, but it's interesting how, if this is a repeat of what I did when I was a cave woman, I believe that I came, I had a kid. I think I died when the kid was very, very young because I didn't need to live, basically. I just needed to make sure my son was old enough to live and survive. And I would have had a horrible life because there was no dentists or doctors or heating or anything. So life would have been awful. But I feel like a similar kind of things happened. I've been born in 1987. So when I was 13 years old, the world was celebrating their millennium. So if the world is like Jesus, it could almost be like the new age or the new Jesus, the new Jesus, because everyone is Jesus. That was born. If the new Jesus is born on 2000, that would kind of make the Jesus of today, what's it, 23 years old. That would kind of make this year be 23, Jesus be 23 years old. And, and, um, and yeah, and it's just, I don't know, but if there's supposed to be a 7 year tribulation, I keep trying to think there's something's going to end soon and my religion is going to get out and, I'm going to test people to see who can believe and who can't. But yeah, if the 7 year tribulation kind of lasts for 70 years, 7 years, and Christianity dies at the end of it, um, I think it's likely that it's going to completely end by 2030, because that would make Jesus 30 years old. And well, if that's the case, then the 7 year tribulation should start. That's the world's going to go through, not that I'm going to go through, but everybody. Mine's obviously a lot more than 7 years, and I've just kind of accepted that. It's been 10 years so far. But yeah, I also think that I died when I was 26, when I was Eve, but 26 was when I started believing this religion. So it's a follow on, getting to the next stage. I guess it shows I'm getting to the next stage. And yeah, I'm just hoping that something is going to happen soon. Still hoping that it's Big Brother, but I I'm not seeing any evidence that it's going to be on soon. I have a theory that they're saying that it's going to be on in the fall just because they know that the second, if it is going to be on March, and if everyone's going to start talking about it soon, I'm going to be on some forums obsessing about it because that seems to be all I do. When a show's on, as soon as it's on and I know I'm not in it, I suddenly lose interest. But when there's a potential that I could be on it, or just me telling myself that I could be on it, that's when I start obsessing about it. And maybe I don't have to. I don't want to have to wait till the fall this year. It sounds way too long. So maybe they're just saying it's the fall to stop me from obsessing about it and getting on and writing stuff on forums or whatever, so that they're pretending that it's going to be on the fall, and then really it's just going to happen that it's going to be in March or April. Although I think I'm going to be signing up to the Miss Galaxy pageant this year, which is on March the 28th. So I don't know if anything's going to happen soon, but I should take it for what I see and be like, okay, well, there's no evidence that it's going to be anytime soon. So it sounds like I don't have to worry about missing the show. So I'm definitely going to sign up to the show. And I don't even know what I'm going to be now because I don't know if Miss Birmingham might be taken or not. If Miss Birmingham's taken, then I'm going to ask to be Miss or MS Miss Rainbow Land. That will be the one. Miss Rainbow Land Galaxy. It's a place in the Rainbow Bright series, Rainbow Land is. So I'll see if I can get that title if Birmingham's taken. Birmingham's not particularly the nice name, but at the same time, I don't think I could be like Miss Neachles because that sounds pretty awful. And I don't know. Birmingham's a big place, so there's a lot of people here. So I don't know if that will be one that's taken or not. But we'll find it. But yeah, I'm really hoping that something happens soon. I just no evidence of it.